even a taxi. So getting into a car first, the wrong way to do it is just to hop in. Hello and welcome back to my channel Beyond the Female. My name is Farrah and today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 top tips that all ladies need to know and should really be following. I feel like this video really leads off very well to my last one. If you haven't seen it, I will link it up here in the little eye icon where I talk about how to be more classy. That video really follows off to this one today, so let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the Cambridge cross. This is very famous for Kate Middleton and I love this way that she sits. I've been trying to practice it myself. So if you want to kind of do this or do this with your legs, you really like to cross them, then this is probably the perfect way for you to sit and learn how to sit. The first thing we need to remember is when we sit down, we are not having our backs touching this part of the chair. Although we may think that, it's not. We should be sat up right and our backs shouldn't actually be touching here. So your hands can go two ways. Your hands can be interlinked together like this with the thumbs interlinked, and then they can be placed on the lap like that, or they can just be placed one on top of the other, depending on what's comfortable for you. Now let's get into how to actually sit correctly. Knees together at all times. We want to make sure that our heels are actually touching the ground. This is a lot harder for me because I'm wearing flats. If you were wearing heels, then this would be a lot easier for you. You want to cross the legs, keep the knees together and the feet are flat on the ground. What I like to do that makes me feel more comfortable is interlink my hands together and then put them there. So the next way you can sit down is called the Duchess Lund. This one I showed in my last video, which is up here that I'll link. Again, you don't want your back touching the back of the chair. You just want to be sat up straight, make sure your posture is correct. Knees together. Then what you want to do is you actually want to turn, you want to have kind of like this zigzag shape in a way. Make sure your heels are touching the ground. Again, if you're wearing high heels, it'd be a lot easier for you, but because I'm wearing flats, it's quite hard. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually not the most comfortablest way of sitting. Again, what you can do is you can interlink the two hands together and then just place to the side or wherever feels comfortable for you, or you can just put one on top of the other. This is not the way I like to sit and I don't really feel like it's very comfortable, especially for your legs. I prefer the Cambridge cross personally, but it's all about personal preference. It's getting in and out of a car elegantly. It's very important, especially if you've got somebody opening the door for you, or if you're getting into a friend's car or even a taxi. So getting into a car first, the wrong way to do it is just to hop in like this. It doesn't look very pleasant, especially if you're wearing a skirt. Don't do this. The correct way to do it is to sit down first and then make sure your skirt is, all tucked in behind, and then swing your body in. So the way to get out of a car, rather than just doing all of this and then having to pull your skirt down, it doesn't look very elegant, is to swing your body around so you know where you're getting out as well, and then move your legs. That way your legs are still close together, you're protected, and then get out and sort out your skirt. So table etiquette can be very difficult to master, especially if you're coming to a table like this and you have no idea really what you're looking at. It can be quite daunting. The first thing I'd say is when you sit at the table, make sure your bag is to the side of you, just maybe on the side of the chair. So a lot of people make the mistake of when they have their phone, they feel the need to just put it to the side. That apparently signals that when they turn it over, it doesn't exist anymore. That is not true. The phone shouldn't even be on the table. Just keep it in the bag and make sure it's away. to start off with, what you're going to do is you're going to have your starter cutlery, and then you need to know that you're working outwards to inwards. So starter cutlery, and then mains, and then your dessert is the one that's in front of you. This is for the bread knife and plate. So normally the napkin is folded up all nicely on the plate. For the purpose of this video, we've just put it to the side. You want to unfold it, and then unfold it up. Imagine if it's all nicely wrapped. And then you want to refold it so it's in half like a rectangle, and then you want to place it on your lap. Let's say you are eating your main course. When you've got food on your mouth, you don't just pick it up and do that. No, don't do that. You want to unfold it, and then where the middle bit is, you dab as such rather than smudge. And then when you've got all the food off your mouth, obviously, refold it. That way all the food stays in the middle of there, and yeah, you don't want it on your lap. As for the section we have here, so as for our glasses, we've got our water glass, our white wine glass, and then the red wine glass. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to be showing you the red. Let's say, for instance, nobody can pour this for you, and you don't have a fancy waiter that can pour the glass for you. Normally you would have, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you. So you want to tilt the glass, and then pour in and circle around the bottle. So that way you don't get any drops coming down the glass. And it just keeps the bottle very clean and fresh. When you're tasting, you know, you probably pour less than this. I poured quite a lot for myself. How you hold the glass is, I see a lot of women do this, a lot of people just doing this. It doesn't look very elegant at all, especially elbows are on the table, so we already know that's just not elegant. Elbows off the table, and when you come to the glass, this is the way I remember it. Hold your hand like this, like an L kind of, and then you want to wrap around the glass and pick it up. That way it's very secure, and that's what it looks like. And then take a sip. So as for the glass, what you need to remember is when you are taking sips, you want to make sure you keep the same contact with your mouth. So if you're wearing lipstick or anything, make sure that you are constantly sipping from the same section you've picked up from. The reason why I say this is just because, especially if you're wearing red lipstick, it doesn't look very nice to just have red lipstick marks all around the glass. Especially if you've got food on your mouth, it doesn't look very nice for the waiter, and it doesn't look very nice for the people around you if you just have loads of marks on your glass. The reason why we don't do this is because it stops all the handprints, and you know, you just want to have a nice glass of wine. You don't want handprints. You don't want handprints and food marks, lipstick marks all over the glass. You don't want that. So I actually forgot to do an outro to this video, so I just wanted to quickly say thank you guys so much for watching, and we have finally hit 230 subscribers, so I just wanted to thank you all. I'm sorry I didn't post last week, I've just been so busy, but I can't tell you what with. Also, I just wanted to put out there that the walls with this video, I didn't actually say what's going on, but we are currently redecorating, so that's why the walls look like this. I'm really sorry, but yeah, please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel, it would mean the most to me, and leave your beautiful comments down below. I also have a blog page that you can follow where I talk more about feminine things, and I have a feminine series that comes out every Friday at 2 p.m, so definitely go check that out. Have a lovely day, and yeah, thank you guys for watching.